Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. We got so much to talk about. Obviously, SmackDown was pretty rammed, full of talking points. I didn't think it was the strongest episode, but actually the closing segments, the end of the main event and the end of the show with Cody and Kevin, some big talking points coming out of those moments. We're going to start with this though. We're going to work our way through the WWE folder, get that news done first. Then we'll go to the SmackDown folder. But here's Mark Henry. He received a gift from WWE.
What's going on, guys? World's Strongest here. Checking my mail. I get some mail. I open it up. It's very nondescript. I'm going to show you. What class? Thank you.
That's nice, isn't it? Really nice. I've never seen them do that before, but I wonder who was on the list and who wasn't on the list. Imagine if you was a legend and you never got one of those cards. But shame that it wasn't signed by Nick Khan or Triple H or something like that. But, you know, just shows how great of a guy Mark Henry is. He received that and first thing he does is do a lovely post about it. So very, very cool. Very classy. Right, Jordynne Grace, her last contracted date with TNA is going to be on January 19th. She will be a free agent. There is interest from WWE, and Grace will be a free agent in time for the Royal Rumble. So not only could she be in the Royal Rumble again, but she could be in it as a bona fide, signed-up WWE superstar. They would absolutely love to have Jordynne Grace. I think she would love to go as well. This pretty much feels like a done deal to me, to be honest. So I think that could go the way we're all expecting. Right, Arianna Grace, many congratulations. We were talking about this during our live stream. It's official. We're engaged. Stacks, thank you for the proposal of my dreams. I'm so blessed to have you as my future husband. So incredible. So Stacks and Arianna Grace getting engaged in France by the looks of it, in front of the Eiffel Tower. Although I think there is a fake Eiffel Tower in Las Vegas, but I'm thinking this is France. And yeah, very romantic. So excellent work there by Stacks. And there we go. Look, Arianna Grace saying, thank you for giving me the proposal of my dreams. Right, it's been confirmed as well that the Women's World Championship match on Raw on January 6th on Netflix is going to be Last Woman Standing. This apparently was announced during Main Event. I don't know. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley's Women's World Championship match is now a last woman standing match. That means there can be outside interference. That means that Raquel is absolutely going to get involved. Rhea should know that, and she should have something in place to counter that. So hopefully Rhea is not going to be stupid, and she's going to have a plan for this. So Robin, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to include this because it's got Big E playing the trombone, right? And just talking at this football game. And the only reason I included it is because we haven't really seen much interaction between Big E and Xavier or Big E and Kofi. So here's Xavier saying, playing in my face and mocking my craft, but I'm the bad guy. So Xavier looking at Big E on TV playing the trombone, something Xavier used to do in the New Day, and he just had to put a comment out about it. Nothing back from Big E though, but yeah, I thought this was quite interesting. I can't imagine that's going to win him any new fans. Christopher, thank you. So, asking thoughts. So here, Elite Rockers, per PW Insider, there have been internal talks about the idea of Cody Rhodes versus John Cena at WrestleMania for the Undisputed Championship. I would not do this match for the very simple reason everyone is going to want John Cena to win. John Cena getting number 17 is going to be one of the most wanted moments of next year. Like, people want him to break that record. They want him to get that honor. They want to see that moment where he wins more world championships than anyone else in history, right? He breaks that record. And to put Cody in that position, I just don't think is a good spot for Cody. Cody has got the support of the fans. There's a few that are not on board with Cody, but Cody is our John Cena. He's the closest we have to a pure babyface right now. He's our Hulk Hogan, our John Cena. So to put him in there with the John Cena, this is face versus face, and everyone's going to be on this guy's sides. They're going to want him to break the records. Plus also, even if they're not, why would you want people to root against John Cena in his final year? There's going to be some Cody fans that will be with Cody. It makes a lot more sense to have both of these guys going up against heels so that the whole crowd are behind them. You know, if you've got Cody taking on a heel, a hated heel, then everyone's going to be behind Cody, and that's what you would want. And if John Cena took on a hated heel, like, say, Gunther, everyone's going to be behind John Cena. That's exactly what you would want. So this isn't the direction I would personally go. You can do it. We've seen face versus face before. Of course, we think back to WrestleMania 6, which is a very fondly remembered WrestleMania, of course, and a big main event, Hogan Ultimate Warrior. So it's not impossible. It's not that you can't do it. I just don't think I would do it whilst Cody is still kind of building up his momentum, you know? It's only 12 months since he won the title. You know, by the time we were getting to WrestleMania 6 with Hogan had, you know, Hulkamania had already run wild for 6 years. Even longer, actually. But he won the title from the Sheik in 84. By the time we're facing Warrior, it's 1990. So 6 years of Hulkamania, it just feels a bit too early in Cody's run. So this is why I wouldn't go this way. But we'll have to wait and see. I prefer this probably over Cena Logan. I'd put it above that, but I think we can do better, personally. Right, Dan, belt fan Dan, who makes a lot of belts and is aware of what's going on with belts, said they have a real winged eagle ready to use shortly. Supposedly, Nia's belt is going to get changed, but I've got no idea if that means it's going to be modified or swapped or there's going to be a new design. So apparently something's happening with Nia's belts. And the real winged eagle, now what we mean by real is the one that Kevin has got, I believe, is a replica. So it looks like they're going to get a properly made, with all the proper materials, like a proper championship belt made. That would sort of imply that it's sticking around a little bit. That would, I mean, I know it's going to be at the Rumble, and I know they're going to want it to look the best it can absolutely look at the Rumble. We found out tonight there's going to be a ladder match, of course. Cody, Kevin, both belts suspended above the ring. The first non-Rumble match announced for the Royal Rumble card. So perhaps we're getting it made for that reason. So that's interesting. And also, that's interesting. Right, plans to introduce a new championship debunked. So word coming out, I think, from Wrestling Observer that the plans to introduce a Tribal Chief Championship, a Bloodline Championship, not happening anymore. I don't know if it was never happening or if the idea has just now been, like, scrapped. But apparently we are now moving away from that. And the Ula Fala will be the championship, if you will, the prize, which is what a lot of fans were saying in the first place. So I would say a positive update for everyone that wasn't keen on that Tribal Chief Championship, the Bloodline Championship. Karmen Petrovic of NXT, she said, here's a little update from me. She said, I recently took an internet hiatus due to not feeling myself. I ended up coming down with a really rough flu. I was struggling to get back to my normal self for this past week. I feel like I let a lot of people down by not being able to show up or have the energy, but I learned the hard way that if you don't give yourself and your body some time to rest, your body will force that rest upon you. And it's usually at the most inconvenient time. I wanted to come on here and express my gratitude for the absolute constant support I've received. It never goes unnoticed. When I come back, I'll be even better. You're truly motivating me to push through. Nothing feels better than being able to entertain you guys, have you enjoy moments with us, and live in our little bubble to the fullest. So it seems like she's just been going through a bit of a hard time. Seems like she was a little burnt out. Her energy was low. It's been a lot of support coming Carmen's way after that little update. Tatum Paxley said she's recovering from a ruptured ovarian cyst. So I don't know quite how long that's going to keep her out for. I think it really depends on the severity of it, but seems like that's something that she's having to deal with at the moment. So if we don't see her competing for a few weeks, might go some ways to explaining as to why. Yeah, so you might remember yesterday we were discussing about the fact that Tatum, Shotzi, and Gigi are in the group, and they've been putting out a message where they've been talking about being Chemical X, and so that's believed like it could be their new name, Chemical X. Well, I didn't realize this, but we have got the world's biggest Powerpuff Girls fan in the community. Big Bam, right, straight away was like, that's the Powerpuff Girls, right? I believe it's in the opening, right? The professor spills Chemical X in the batch. I mean, Big Bam knows all the details, right? Whilst he was making the girls, but I could be wrong. Of course you're not wrong, right? Because Metal Mama has come in. She's actually found the moment. There it is, look, from the intro, just as Big Bam said, Chemical X. So I have never seen the Powerpuff Girls. I don't know what they're about. I thought they were aimed at like 5-year-old girls. Big Bam has completely changed my perspective on this. And it does say Chemical X in the intro. So there we go. I joking aside, hats off to Big Bam, because it is actually quite interesting to know that if they go with that name, it's probably this is where it's come from. So it is interesting that, we'll know now that it's being inspired by the Powerpuff Girls, unless it's, come from somewhere else, but I doubt it. I would imagine that's probably something that they've spoke about. They maybe all used to watch the cartoon, and so, this is where it's emerged from. So, yeah, I really like that. I had no idea. I thought you'd find that interesting. So, Big Bam, thank you. Wrestle Night, appreciate it. Wrestle Night tags me in so much stuff. It's great that some of the tags from Wrestle Night make it into this video. That's only right. Netflix UK have dropped their latest poster for WWE's move to the platform. It's a bit Hulk Hogan-esque, isn't it? Kind of ripping the shirt, but they're actually bursting through that N. So there we go. We got Cody, Roman, Bianca. I know all their names. So there we go. It's cool. Right, here we go. Steve Carrier has come out to say that this is fake. He said it's fake. Rundowns are starting to hit the internet, but don't fall for these. WWE does not plan this far out ever. So according to Steve, and I don't know if this is true, he's saying that this kind of a rundown won't be in place yet. That's interesting. Again, I don't know that that's true. I do agree with him that these are not legit. We said that in the video that we did earlier, and the main purpose of that video, as I said at the time, was twofold. One, to let you know that I didn't believe it was real, and two, to talk about how do we feel about it? Does it make sense? There's still some very interesting things in there, like how do we feel about The Rock being number 31? Would it be fun if he came out thinking he'd got the better of everyone by making himself 31 only to end up as the runner-up? How do we feel about John Cena being the winner of it? How would we feel about Randy and Kevin starting it off with Sami coming in at number 3? Like, there was lots of stuff in there for us to talk about. Trick Williams being in, his music, Hitting Man would be sick. So I think we still had plenty of fun with that video. But Steve Carrier in no doubt whatsoever in his mind that this is not legit. Right, let's go SmackDown and just do a walk. I like to try and put stuff in as we're kind of going through SmackDown. So Nick Aldis warned Kevin Owens at the start of the show that he had to relinquish the Winged Eagle or he would face the consequences. We did get Bianca and Naomi. Naomi is looking guilty, said Fadeaway Media. Jade is coming for her. So people have got so many different opinions as to who it was that actually attacked Jade. Fade seems to be thinking here that it is Naomi, but they were talking at the start about how they've got each other and how they're going to figure out who beat Jade. It does feel like it's going to be revealed to be one of these, maybe even both of these. What if Bianca and Naomi worked together and actually they were both in on it? Could go that way, couldn't it? There's lots of thoughts and theories doing the rounds when it comes to this. So then we had Nia coming out. She came out and she accused Bianca of avoiding suspicion. saying that she couldn't stand being next to someone bigger and stronger. Nia tells Bianca, own up to the attack or she'll make her own up to it. This then went to our opening match, which of course was the 6-woman tag match. So it was Bayley, it was Bianca, it was Naomi taking on Nia, Tiffany and Candice. Here you can see we had a bit of a stink face moment. There we go. There's just no avoiding it, is there? It's going to happen at some point. Wrestling has more than one royal stink face, said Sportskeeda. This, I thought, was a massive moment. Absolutely huge. This is the moment where, during the match, Tiffany goes to get the briefcase, and she doesn't even try and hide what she's trying to do. She actually says, I want to be champion. She actually tells Candice she wants to be champion. She's basically admitting, I was about to cash in. I want to be the champion. I don't know why they've gone down that road, because now, like, surely Nia kicks her out. I thought where we were going to go is, I thought she was going to say to Candice something like, I was going to knock the ref out. I was going to help by knocking the ref out, and then we could double team them, right? And she would make up an excuse. I did not expect her to say, but I want to be champion. And actually admit to what she was about to do, you know? Unless she was about to cash in, maybe what she's going to do, and this has only just dawned on me, maybe she was going to cash in and try and, like, win the tag belts. Perhaps she'll say that. Perhaps she'll be like, no, I wasn't going to cash in on you, Nia. I was going to cash in for the tag titles because I want to be a champion, and I thought we could win the tag titles. And perhaps she'll swerve it that way. That would be quite clever if that's what she did, actually. Because my mind was blown when she started admitting I want to be champion. Because it was very clear she was looking at Nia. It was very clear what her intention was. But remember, Bianca and Naomi have got those tag belts. So she can spin it and say, no, I was going to cash in and go for the tag belts. Ah, very good. And it was also announced that SmackDown is now 3 hours as of next week. There we go. It's done. We never need to hear about this again. But that was the last 2 hour SmackDown for a while. Word on the street was it will go back to 2 hours when we get to May, but I'm not sure if it's going to go that way. That was just a rumor. I mean, we could keep the 3 hour thing going, but certainly for the foreseeable future, SmackDown will, from now on, be 3 hours. So, yeah, I mean, there we go. Look, I want to be champion. Tiffy was this close to cash in. Amazing. Right, I feel like this thing's all in mixed up order, which is really annoying. Really annoying, because I put it in order and now it's all gone out of order. Chelsea quotes JFK. So, of course, we got the Chelsea moment where she came down and she was wearing Statue of Liberty headwear. And apparently she quotes JFK, which would have completely gone over my head, right? I would not have recognized that. So the fact that she's quoted JFK might have landed with some of you. It didn't land with me. I saw a lot of criticism actually for this segment. I saw a lot of people saying that it wasn't something that they were that keen on. They actually felt like it could have been a bit stronger, could have been a little bit better. It could have been told a little bit better than it was. But yeah, I thought it was okay. It just didn't quite have the humour that we're used to getting from a Chelsea Green moment, you know? So the winners for that first match was Bayley, Naomi, and Bianca. They did give the match a lot of time. They took up like nearly a quarter of the show. So they really did give it quite a bit of time. I want to see if I can find, we should have, there we go. So this was what the set looked like for when Chelsea made her way down to the ring for the Chelsea Green United States Championship celebration. There was Piper. She was in the ring waiting. There was Chelsea, dressed as the Statue of Liberty, the longest reigning Women's United States Champion of all time. Chelsea Green makes her way to the ring dressed as Lady Liberty. So she came down to the ring. Of course, she was gloating and talking, all of that kind of stuff. This then brought out Michin. So Michin came out. She walloped Piper with a kendo stick, got into the ring, drove Chelsea out the ring. It looks like we're building to Michin Chelsea again. So Crispy Wrestling was saying, looks like we're going to run it back with Michin and Chelsea. I don't mind it. I hope that Michin wins this time. So that was that segment. Backstage, we had this moment where Pretty Deadly said that it was Angel and Berto that had attacked Street Profits. Street Profits were very thankful for that information. Obviously, it would later turn out to be incorrect, but it did lead to Street Profits versus Angel and Berto. And then it would turn out later it was actually DIY. Apollo said he saw, or he was aware that it was actually DIY that had attacked the Street Profits a few weeks ago. So, yeah, Pretty Deadly lying about it here. And actually, in that match, look at this moment here. Look, this was crazy. So they had him up in the air. Look at that. Look at that. Look how high he is above that ring post. That is incredible. This, for me, should have been like a moment that the match ended, because they actually slam him down from that height. Look how high up he is there. And it resulted in a 2 count. I did find that a bit frustrating. But it was a win for the Street Profits. They did manage to beat Garza and Berto. They gave the match a little bit of time. It was pretty fun, actually. It had a good pace to it. I'd say it was one of the stronger matches that we had from the show. I think all of the matches tonight you lot scored as just being good. I don't think anything really blew anyone's mind tonight. But yeah, there's some fun moments, including this. Look at that. Pretty bonkers. So a win for the Street Profits. Boulder saying strap them up. So Boulder wanting them to be rewarded with some tag team championships. The height difference here was crazy. I don't think this did Motor City Machine Guns any favours. But yeah, this is where Apollo comes along and tells the Street Profits that it was actually DIY that had attacked them. This is where we had Nick Aldis setting his ultimatum. This, of course, would set up our main event. The other thing that would happen as well is we would have Sami come and talk to Nick Aldis. He wanted the bloodline, but then we had Carmelo interrupting. He was handing out Christmas cards. Those Christmas cards had this image on, so he was handing them out to different people, and it's got Braun Strowman down, and it's got Carmelo with the chair. So these were the cards he was handing out to people. And Kalani was watching, and she said, I want a Christmas card. So she wanted one. There wasn't too many superstars that wanted them, but Kalani, she was one. She did want one. In the background here, look, during the show, Michael Cole versus Chelsea Green at WrestleMania. What's fun about that is there was also a sign in a different part of the crowd where someone was saying the same. So it seems like quite a few fans have got the same idea. They want Michael Cole versus Chelsea Green at WrestleMania. Braun Strowman came down to the ring. This was during our main event. We'll revisit that. Here we had Kevin Owens in the car. He responded to Nick Aldis. He said, I will see you in the ring later on, right? And he basically was saying, I know you're saying that I'm not the champion, but let's talk about it in the ring. So again, that set up our kind of closing segment, if you will. Chelsea Green in the ring. She was the fastest, the youngest, the tallest, the oldest, the fittest, the most experienced, and the longest reigning Women's United States champion ever. She was having a great time. She was absolutely loving it. So we've had a look at that moment. Looks like we've got a lot of stuff to get our teeth into with that main event moment. So yeah, this was where Sami got his match with Carmelo. Austin Theory was put in a match against Braun Strowman. These are all matches for next week. Braun Strowman picking up the win against Austin Theory. A little bit of a throwaway match, to be honest. So he got the win against Theory. Next week, we've got the 3-hour show, so it's going to be Andrade against Shinsuke. It's going to be Nia against Naomi, WWE Women's Championship match. Right, main event. So this saw Sami against Carmelo. We had Braun come out and attack Carmelo. That then meant that the Bloodline, they attacked Sami. Strowman would get in the ring. He would be face to face. We got a sick image in here, or at least we should have a sick image. This was so good. This was so good. This got so many people excited. Of course, the rest of the bloodline would attack. They would then beat down on Sami again, and basically that's how it all ended. But who knows, man? Who knows where this is building, where this is going? But so many people wondering if we're going to get Braun against Jacob at like the Royal Rumble, or maybe WrestleMania, or maybe even on like a SmackDown in the future. That is definitely a match a lot of us really want to see. That would be so much fun. So I would say that was a big talking point from this show as well. Right, so in the ring, Nick Aldis said to Kevin Owens to hand over the Winged Eagle or he'll never step foot in a WWE ring again. Before he could do anything, Cody came out. Cody was talking and talking and talking. He was talking a lot, actually. I don't do this for me. I do it for the fans. Actually, Kevin made fun of that bit. Right? Don't do it for me, do it for the fans. But look, Cody said he wants a match where the refs can't screw him, and Cody wants a match where the refs can't stop what's going to happen. So at the Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes' undisputed WWE Championship and the Winged Eagle Championship will be hung above the ring in a ladder match. First person to grab both belts wins the match and is the undisputed champion. So there we go. Kevin, I would imagine, is going to parade around as the real world champion for the next month. We know that the Rumble's not till the 1st of Feb. And yeah, I really thought they were going to do it for like maybe Saturday night's main event or something like that. We're doing it at the Rumble, which was a little bit of a surprise. Then, of course, Kevin would kind of push Nick into Cody. They would be down. Loads of officials would come down. Kevin would walk away. Show would come to an end. Quite a lot in there, actually, in retrospect. Lots of talking points, just not loads that I think people really cared about, you know? This was doing the rounds as well. Johnny said, I totally forgot that we had this encounter. This aligns with Charlotte returning as a more dark version. Most likely not, since this would leave Bianca with no storyline. So, yeah, there is a theory that because of this moment, Charlotte could be the one that attacked Jade. And listen, she could be the one that attacked Jade, but I certainly wouldn't use this as a reason. You know, Jade was like bumping into a lot of the locker room at this point, you know. She was the hot new thing that had just come in. And she had interactions with a lot of people. So I think to pull out this one with Charlotte in isolation isn't really telling the true story. Listen, there's plenty of people that could be guilty of taking out Jade. This does not convince me that it's Charlotte. Could it be Charlotte? If they want it to be Charlotte, of course it could be Charlotte. So, hey guys, this is me from the future again, just editing this into Unseen. So much stuff going down today. Didn't help that SmackDown folder was a little bit out of order. I think that happens when there's just so much in the folders, it can get a bit jumbled. But we're actually going to add to things now, because look at this. I can't ignore this. Jeff, just 37 minutes ago, said Shayna isn't feeling the glow. Shayna Baszler was wearing Naomi's wig. That is Shayna Baszler. It looks nothing like Shayna Baszler. This has completely changed her whole look. Look, here's Natalia.
Shayna is wearing Naomi's wig.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
Naomi, I love this for her.
Does she look good?
She looks
very festive.
Gorgeous. Look how pretty
it really pops the eyes.
Shayna is wearing Naomi's wig.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
Naomi, I love this for her.
This is insane. It's only when she talks I can even tell it's her. And that face, this is gold. There is no way this video was going out without this. This is thumbnail material. So, Jeff, thank you, my friend. It is gold. It is gold. WrestleBuzz said, always love a good one-on-one ladder match. Which one is going to be the outcome? I mean, for me, I think it'll be Cody personally. But, yeah, I want to show you this as well. Brady, thank you. So, apparently, after SmackDown, Bray Wyatt and Brody Lee's kids got into the ring. Okay, so here's the clip. I've got it queued up. And actually, you can hear Jay saying, we've got Bray Wyatt's wife and children in the house. Let's go over to the clip. I don't know how long it'll run for, but I think people are going to want to see this.
We got Bray Wyatt's wife and children in the house.
So there, look, Braun. Oh, don't drop it, Braun.
And this is my godson, Nash. And his beautiful sister, Hylie, over there, and JoJo, the whole family. I want to say thank y'all for the continued love and support for my family outside of here with this, man. I've had an unbelievably rough couple of last years. I thought my career was over with my neck injury. I've lost 2 of my best friends in this industry in the last 4 years. And what keeps me moving and doing this every night are these kids, and every single one of y'all give me the strength to push through this unbelievable pain that I'm in, because I freaking love this. I love them, and I love every single one of y'all. I wish you many, many blessings in 2025. But we're not done.
We're not done.
Yeah, love y'all too. We also got Luke Harper's wife and kids in the house. Hey, you can hop the gate. I know you hop the gate. Come over here, boy. Come on.
Oh, there they are. I couldn't see them.
Come on. This the Wyatt family for real. Hey, this the next bloodline for real.
Yeeting away.
Yo, I thought the only way to end tonight was with Jay leading the charge of the yeet, but you're right, this is the next generation. Hit that music. Boys, take us home, yeah? You know how to do it? Hit that music!
There we go, and the music gets hit. And looks like they're going to close out the show with some yeets. How amazing is that? To be in Tampa and actually have Bray Wyatt's son in there, to have Luke Harper's kids in there, to have them all yeeting, closing out this episode of SmackDown. There was no way I could leave this out of Unseen. Just incredible, incredible. Now let's get back to Unseen. Here we go, look, Seth paying tribute to the late Brody Lee at Madison Square Garden. That was nice. That was nice. Wrestle Night, thank you. Zilla was in the crowds. Zilla Fatu was also at the WWE Live Tour at MSG. Certainly this girl was happy to see him. So there we go. Vintage T. Appreciate it. Little bit of a fan. Thank you. There's Seth watching Punk's match. Punk watching Seth's match. They're both scouting each other at MSG. This was pretty fun. Kevin Owens coming out. And he was just doing a bit of a promo with the crowd. See if we can watch a little bit of it, actually. See if we fast forward a bit.
Jacksonville, come on. Just me being here is enough. But listen.
Jess, they're not listening. He turns around. He's like, she'll throw you all out. She'll throw you all out. Yeah, man, really good. He goes over to Jess and he complains they're not listening to him. Just, you get some great moments at live events. Kevin Owens tried to hit Cody with another package pile driver after the match. So there's Cody. Look, he's got both belts in his hands. He's raised them both up. Here's Kevin. Boom! Here we go, package pile driver.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna hit it? Oh. Crossroads.
Boom. There we go. That was Jacksonville yesterday. Tiffany Stratton tried to cash in, but Nia knocked the briefcase out of her hand. So here's Tiffy running down. She's got the briefcase, getting into the ring. I mean, there's only one reason as to why she'd be down there. Of course, she can say, I was going to hit Meechin with it, but I don't know. How do you explain this moment? Look, she's standing in front of the ref. Boom! Nia knocks it out of her hands. At what point is Nia just going to have enough? At what point is Nia going to actually see what's going on here? And that is that Tiffany keeps being like literally moments away from flipping cashing in on you. So there we go. Pretty fun. So Lynette, thank you. Sean Ross Sapp said Scarlett did a stink face to Nikki and Nikki bit her ass. That was in yesterday's Unseen. Scarlett says, I can confirm. So there we go, confirmed, confirmation that Scarlett did get her derriere bitten. This I just thought was a bit weird. This person, don't know who this boomer is, but he was basically saying, look, there's lots of firsts in WWE. You can be the first to main event at WrestleMania. You could be the first to win your first championship, your first Royal Rumble. One of them is to have a match at the Garden. And so to honor your first match at the Garden, we've got you this. And it is, it is a Tiffany commemorative ticket. So it is actually from a ticket, I think from Tiffany's. Look at that. A replica ticket with today's date on to commemorate his first match at Madison Square Garden. Is that not just one of the most classiest things you've ever seen? Hey, check out these two. Look at this. We got Mrs. Santa Claus and one of her elves. So there they were backstage. Apparently, Jimmy and Jey Uso reunited during the holiday tour as well. This was at Madison Square Garden. So, Edward, thank you. You can see World of Wrestling, thank you. So just some more pictures, really, of this lot. We got Meechin, who's in very festive attire as well. Why is everyone biting everyone's backside all of a sudden? So there we go. Some fun images. And that was everything from the WWE Live folder. So much stuff going on at the moment. We had a pretty big folder for SmackDown, pretty big folder for WWE, pretty big folder for WWE Live. Let's go Wyatt's, shall we? Let's go down. There's a few bits in here. So, Nikki Cross 13 hours ago said nothing like being in the Garden with the six. Fiendish Howdy said she typed 6 and not 6. But it was pointed out that on a lot of the merch, it is actually spelt that way with a 6 at the end. So I don't know that there's anything really more to it than that. But yeah, listen, we've been expecting Alexa to join. I still expect Alexa to join. I don't know that it's now, and I don't know that she comes in straight away. But we all know about those URL codes. They did have that extra name in there. And so we are really waiting, Alexa. Right, Stone Cold Scorp, shout out to you. We got the footage. So apparently she wasn't wearing a mask at this point. I thought this was a mask, but she does paint her face as well, I believe. So there is a bite there. You can see Scarlett's reaction. Because my first thought was that, is she not wearing the mask? But, because it does look like she's got it on there, to be honest. It does look like she's got the mask on. But from a different angle, she doesn't. So there we go. Apparently she bites there. Backstage footage of Dexter Lumis. So there he is. I think they're just sort of maybe planning the entrance. I don't know where this footage has come from. But there's Lumis watching from backstage. So Jordan, shout out to you, my friend. Kim says, special Christmas request from a client to recreate the original Bray Wyatt Fiend costume. It's going to be a great tribute to Wyndham. And it keeps his legacy living. It's always a nice trip down memory lane to dig out those old paper patterns. Someone wanted the person that made the original gear to make gear for them. Imagine that. Imagine having gear that was made by the same person that made the original gear, and it was all done the same way as well. Amazing. So I am nobody. Thank you. CM Chunk, thank you. Look, a backstage picture. Wyatt 6 backstage at MSG last night with fans. Here as well, Jason Baker said 1 year ago, I started the hardest project I've ever done, and that is completing Wyndham's final vision for The Fiend, for the Peacock documentary, Bray Wyatt becoming immortal. Where do I even begin? Dealing with the loss of the greatest friend you've ever had, to then creating a life-size version of that person as a tribute, knowing that it is going to be the last thing you ever work on. So lots here for you to read. He thanks a lot of people, and we've got this imagery. He thanks his amazing crew, not only for their talents, but their constant love and empathy during this build. All that's left to do is let him in. So he really goes into about how challenging this was for him. So yeah, you can understand it as well. So it seems like it actually wasn't completed, which is very interesting. It seems like the work still needed to be done after Bray had passed. So yeah, amazing. And I suppose they had to do all this, like work on Bray's face and everything for the mannequin and everything, so it looked, the way it would have looked. So yeah, incredible. So there we go. Jason Baker, you can pause it and you can have a read of that if you so desire. Right, let's unwhoosh that. There we go. Here we've got Nikki with a piranha. She's responding to that bite. So Kelly the Wise Lady, thank you. Ibu of Wrestling Purist said Liv Morgan and Judgment Day are likely going to be facing the Wyatt Six. I think we know that. I think we know that Judgment Day should be next. So Brady, thank you. And Brady again, just with a better angle here of this moment. So there is Scarlett going over. You can see a bit better now that she isn't wearing the mask. There's the bites. I think Scarlett sells the wrong side at one point. I'm sure she grabs that cheek, then she goes for that cheek. Maybe she took a bite out of both cheeks. Not sure, but you can see better there that actually Nikki was not wearing her mask. Boom! Stink faces are so in, aren't they? They're so in. That one was in. So there we go. That's the Wyatt folder. Let's go over to community. So Casey, congratulations. Getting a like from Chelsea Green. Devin, look at this. If this video wasn't so stacked, we would spend longer really having a look at these images, because look at that. Absolutely incredible. Just absolutely rammed. I love all of this. From the displays here to the stands to the stuff on the walls. Look at all the stuff up there as well. So good. Look at that. Love that urn. Foam urn. Yeah, I wish we could spend longer looking at this. Look at that. Incredible, my friends. So, Devin, thank you so much. I really did love looking at those images. Ken said, someone spiked Ice-T and made me Wrestling Days.
This is Wrestling Days, live from Pittsburgh, WWE. This is Wrestling Days.
I mean, I am so offended. This is Wrestling Days. I don't sound like that, do I? No, I'm cool. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you, Ken? I don't know. Tony said, Vikram reporting for pizza delivery. Don't try this at home. Love it. I put a picture out of me on a scooter for Christmas, just a fun little Christmas image. Tony got in touch to say that her son had actually got that exact scooter, which I was like, no way. But it was exactly the same. So me and Vikram are basically homies. So NJ94 said, my daughter with her new belts for Christmas and her Mysterio car in the background. Can she go in the community folder? Well, it would have been a disgrace if she had not gone in. Of course she can go in. Amazing. Looks like she had a fantastic Christmas. And look at that. She's got all the golds. She is the real tribal chief. The real tribal chief. Acknowledge her. There we go. Brilliant. Elizabeth said, Days, I got this bomber jacket for Christmas. I might be wearing it at Elimination Chamber. Look at you. That is so nice. So, Elizabeth, congrats. Psychosia said, yowie wowie, my family and I made the WWE Universe all remember us. Karrion Kross, I had fun playing with you and your screams. Let's play again, my family. So there we go. Psychosia was there for this match between the Wyatt Six and Final Testament. We got a little video. I mean, if I was sat next to Psychosia, I would be terrified. I'd be like, excuse me, do you want to switch seats at all? Because I don't know what's happening here. But I feel like your profile picture, your messaging does fit this energy. Yeah, does fit this energy. So, yeah. I just do feel very sorry for anyone that was kind of close by. Any kids that were like, oh my God. Very good. Very, very good. I hope you had the best time. Wrestle Knight said, oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm literally crying right now. Yeah, so I don't really quite get what they're doing, Netflix, but something like if you leave a like, they then send you a message where they tell you if you're a fan favorite or if you're a heel or something like this. I've seen a few people receiving these messages. And Wrestle Knight had one back. You're a fan favorite. Your following grows as relentlessly as Rhea Ripley's dominance. So I saw other people getting ones. You're a fan favorite. You're Roman Reigns and stuff like that. So I don't know how the system works. I don't really get it, but it's some sort of marketing thing to promote Raw on Netflix. So, like, you leave a like and they get back in touch with you or something. Perhaps it's not a system. Perhaps they've just got a few people working and they just select certain people. Honestly, I'm not sure. I haven't seen enough of it to know exactly how this works. But, yeah, I've seen people getting these responses and these video clips and whatever. And Wrestle Night getting one, so very, very good. Sad Boy XL said, the collection has started. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Rocky Maivia, Umaga. Very good, my friend. Word of Wrestling said, a little bit late, busy Christmas, but here's my 5-year-old enjoying his first ever wrestling ring and figures. I couldn't have had a prouder dad moment. Can I get him in the community? Absolutely, in the community folder. Of course, first ring, first figures. Of course. Acknowledged. Look at that. We've all been there, haven't we? We've all been there. In this situation with our first ring and our first figures. Oh, God, so good. The Geeky Ghost guy said, this is my outfit for Jacksonville. Bray Wyatt forever. So good, my friend. So good. Look at this. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Geeky Ghost guy. I really appreciate you tagging me in that. Metal Mama said, I saw this video of a setup of Firefly Funhouse on TikTok. I just had to share it. It is so awesome. Yeah, someone's built their own Firefly Funhouse. And look at all the figures and everything they've got in there. Looks so good. Who is it? It's Brooke MKP1. So look at that. Really good. So Metal Mama, thank you. So that was the community folder. Okay, in the fun folder, we've got this. So she finally wore it. I designed this a while back for her. We've been waiting for her to wear it. So there we go. Look at this. The design is here. And there she was, actually wearing it. I think was it last week when she finally accepted the tag title. So there we go. Word of Wrestling said, from pen to paper to presented live on SmackDown. So cool to see. Yeah, really good. Really good. I haven't actually watched this, but it's these girls again in their costumes. So let's have a little look. Word of Wrestling, thank you. So here they are. They're in the background. Are they just going to start? I wasn't expecting that, you know. I don't know where Shayna's gone. Is this like a new trend to do it all so slow or something? This must be like a new trend. Because it's all like super slow, isn't it? Oh, actually, she's going a little bit quicker. I really don't get this. I don't quite understand what I'm watching. I mean, I'm on board with it. I'm not sure Shayna Baszler is. That's one of the most bonkers clips I think I've ever actually seen, you know. T-Lil said a couple of days late, but I saw this a while out today. They're doing it right in Los Angeles. Look at that. Very good. New Bron Breakker shirts. It's loud, isn't it? So very, very cool. Yeah, it was Zelina Vega's birthday. So here, look, Kathy Kelly sharing a picture of Zelina holding Kathy Kelly. Zelina was like, Rhea Ripley, your move. Right, this is hilarious. Look at it! So we got this Cody Rhodes fan. There's Kevin. Look at it! Oh my God, so good. So good. You know, sometimes you think, oh, I wish I could have been a pilot. Or I wish I could have worked in a toy shop. Or, you know, I look at this clip and I'm like, oh, I wish I could have shouted at children whilst adults laugh about it, you know? I really feel like this was my calling, you know? I really feel like this is what I was meant to do. I was meant to do this. Look at it! So good. Mattel, thank you. Just a throwback picture of Scarlett from 2016 when she was actually on Raw. And so she was just jobbed out. I don't know if it was to Nia or Charlotte or something like that, but she was just jobbed out. She was just enhancement talent back then. But yeah, really fun. Oh, I like this from Wrestle Night. So Netflix promoting Squid Game, right? They're like, which one do you choose? The cross or the circle, right? And here's Wrestle Night saying both. There's the cross. There's the circle. Very good. Very good. This needs to go in unseen, said Mackenzie.
Look at that ugly ass dog! That's messed up. Look at that ugly ass dog! That's messed up.
So that was a service dog. So he was there obviously for a reason. And Bron Breakker literally had the dogs barking last night at Madison Square Garden. So good. Kevin Owens was announced as the real world champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the true rightful WWE champion, the Canadian Dream, Kevin Owens. That was terrible. You broke the microphone. I don't know your name. Get out of here.
So I think he told him to say that. I think he made him to say it because Kevin was already in the ring. He was probably not happy with the announcement. He was probably just announced as Kevin. So when he got to the ring, he was like, I want you to announce me as the real world champion. I want you to announce me as the Canadian Dream. And the dude did it and he still wasn't satisfied. So there we go. That was the fun folder. Let's go other, shall we? Yeah, so Billy, thank you. So here we've got not only the announcement, but we do actually have some footage now of Omos over in Japan for Noah. I can't play it because they are horrific when it comes to copyright, but you can see that. There's an image of him over in Noah. And yeah, we had this as well. So just a bit of information about what the games did on Christmas Day. 24.1 million Chiefs, Steelers, 24.3 Ravens, Texans. Obviously, Raw won't get those numbers, but even so, you know, good numbers for the NFL. I think they'll be pleased with those. These two games are now the top two most streamed NFL games in US history. So I think they'll be happy with those, and I think WWE will be encouraged by those numbers. Right, Penta Ray Phoenix situation happened because they both felt that they had stagnated in AEW and they knew that WWE was interested. Tony Khan thought that he could keep them by offering more money, which apparently he did, but they'd already made the call to go. Right, when Tony realized that that was the case and that's where this was heading, at this point, he knew they were gone. Khan made the decision to not use them on TV. That's coming from Wrestling Observer newsletter. Just kind of letting us know the pathway, what actually happened with this situation. Right, Alike said, It's back. So Slam 25. So from the top rope, Tops WWE Slam will be back and better than ever in early 2025. Get ready to experience the official WWE digital trading card app like never before on your quest to build in the ultimate WWE Superstar collection. So I didn't even know it had gone away, to be honest, but it's coming back. The digital Tops trading card platform. So there we go. Right, only thing left to do, really long unseen today, is thank people. So Wrestle Night, thank you, my friend. Uncle Revel, really appreciate it. Bud Carl, thank you, buds. Word of Wrestling, thank you, my friend. David Paul, thank you, bud, for the NFL numbers. Lynette, thank you. Del Boy, appreciate it. Bradley, thank you for the retweet, dude. Patrick, thank you for the retweet, my friend. Same with Swag Cam Playgrounds. Hopefully I make it on Unseen. Done. Hieronymus Drake, thank you, my friend. Emmanuel, appreciate it, buds. Wrestling's biggest fan, thank you, my friend. Emmanuel, appreciate it. Master Taker, thank you, buds. Metal Mama, thank you, my friend. Kelly the Wise Lady, really appreciate it. Billy, joining the party as well. Raymond, appreciate it, dude. NX Melee, thank you as always. Same with Jang Tae Sang. Mr. West, very much appreciated. BreeTube, thank you, buds. It's Kaz, thank you, my friend. And Kelly the Wise Lady. That was today's Unseen. Really appreciate all the support, and I will hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.